Hola, soy Mundito, pertenezco a Enjoy Languages. ¿Te gustaría estudiar y trabajar en el extranjero? Somos especialistas en dar asesoría gratuita para quienes buscan viajar en calidad de estudio. Con nosotros encontrarás gran variedad de programas como licenciaturas y maestrías, programas de idiomas y carreras técnicas, todas ellas con permiso de trabajo. También ofrecemos estudios de preparatoria en varios idiomas, campamentos de verano e invierno, programas de au pair y prácticas profesionales. Tenemos presencia en más de 20 países en América del Norte, Asia, Europa y Oceanía. Nuestra intención integral incluye apoyo para localización de hospedaje con familia o residencia, trámites de visa, seguro médico internacional, tarjeta ISIC, licencia de manejo internacional, boletos de avión y financiamiento para tu viaje de estudios. Separa tu sesión informativa sin costo ni compromiso para brindarte más información sobre el programa de tu interés. Nosotros te ayudamos a cumplir tu sueño de estudiar y viajar al extranjero.
Hola, buenos días. Gracias por conectarse el día de hoy, jueves. Vamos a dejar este video grabado el resto del día aquí en nuestra página para que lo revisen con calma los que no tengan oportunidad de estar ahorita hoy con nosotros esta mañana. Oigan, pues por si no han tenido oportunidad de ver los videos anteriores, este mes estamos comenzando con la presentación de nuestras escuelas en este 2022. Estamos de aniversario. Enjoy Languages cumple este año su 20º aniversario, ahora en 2022, y tenemos una oferta nueva de escuelas. Tenemos regalos, sorpresas y un montón de cosas para estarles compartiendo en todo el año. Y el día de hoy, en esta mañana, tenemos a una escuela de educación superior en Irlanda, TUS. Por si no habían escuchado hablar de ella, no les suena, ahorita van a poder enterarse de los programas, en dónde está ubicado, de qué va esta escuela, y para ello tenemos a una invitada muy especial, la representante de la escuela, Nina Chagas. Bienvenida, Nina. Hi, Nina.
Hi, Natalia. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So happy to have you here. How are you?
Mucho gusto. Estoy muy
Igualmente.
bien, gracias. Estoy intentando hablar español, so mucho gusto de estar aquí.
Gracias, muchas gracias. Muy amable, Nina. It's very, we feel very happy at Enjoy Languages to be partners with you. And we're very excited to introduce this school for our audience, for those who haven't heard of that many options in Ireland for higher education. So every now and then I'm going to make a pause to translate to Spanish for those who are a little lazy to try to keep up in English. But welcome you. Welcome. This platform is yours. Thank you so much for being here. And please, whatever you have to share regarding the school, you're welcome to.
Perfect. I'm just going to. Are you able to share my? Or are you able to see my screen?
I am. The only thing, I don't know if this is the one you wanted to show or the other one, because I have two slides.
Oh,
So maybe this
es
one?
la presentación. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. um, so thank you so much for having me. And I'm really, really happy that Ireland is opening the door for, all our Mexican students. And I'm very excited, especially because I am also a Latin America. I came from Brazil.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I came here to study and look where I am today. So, I want to share the good news to all our students, and say to them that if I'm here today, if I'm working here, have my Irish citizen, it's thank you to the education that I got in here. And I think everyone can do, and it's possible for everyone. So that's first thing I want to say to you guys. I came from Brazil, and you know, um, I am working now once I finish my education, and here I am today. And I will ask everyone to just like be open minded that Ireland is a place of opportunity. And I am an example of that. So, as you said, I work for a university is a University Technological of Shannon, which is based here in Limerick, in Ireland.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to talk a little bit about our university and what we have to offer. Um, so those are just a little bit of our, well, our faculties that we have here. And for what I think it's really important is that there is a little bit for everyone for different choices, right? So if you want to do a faculty of arts, we do have a campus that is really good and it's focused on that. Where I am at the moment is the faculties of business and humanities and engineering, and there's a lot of new products that comes on every year. Our programs is always renewing and innovating. So just so you can have a look a little bit about our faculties, we have faculties of science and applied science technology as well, faculty of engineering, faculty of so for example, if you want to do nursing, now we just became a university and we have that opportunity, psychology. So it's really, really um, very diversity in terms of what you want to do.
Right. Very interesting. Pues todos los que se están conectando ahorita, las personas que están ahorita pescando esta transmisión, estamos hablando y conociendo algunas de las facultades y opciones en el área de estudios que ofrece la Universidad de TUS en Irlanda. Esto es un trabalenguas, tiene un nombre muy largo, pero para no batallar vamos a nombrarlo TUS. Son
Choose.
facultades, yes, because like the name is a tongue twister, basically, right? It's very long, but just to be in the same page that I was telling the audience that this is a list of different faculties in schools where they can see the diversity of different programs they can choose from. So that's very nice. And it's always renewing. Eso es una información importante. Están constantemente renovando sus programas y entonces de esta manera pues les ofrecen oportunidades en tendencia y que viene al caso, digamos, estudiar, que son acorde a los tiempos, ¿no? Las demandas en el mundo laboral.
Sing, absolutely. So a little bit about Ireland. So as I said to you before, so we are located in Ireland, which is also part of the EU, and we in a very central location. So like basically from Ireland you can be like in France, Spain, like all the Europe, Germany, in a space of an hour and a half. So it's really, really good. Like me as a student, I really enjoyed when I could get my breaks and just go visit different countries. So it was really exciting going with my friends, my college friends,
Of
and
course.
just see and discover different places in Europe. And the good thing about Limerick itself is because Limerick is a place that it's a very young atmosphere. So there's a lot of
Right.
universities, there's a lot of companies. So because of that is like one of like the favorite place for students to come, because like for example there's a lot of nightclubs, pubs, people are always up and about. So it's really exciting. And the other good thing about it is because even though is the third biggest city in the country, it is much cheaper. And when I'm saying much cheaper, I'm saying double more cheaper than Dublin or Cork.
Okay.
So this is really good because a student will have this extra money to get a bus and then go discovering the country, so they can go to Dublin for the weekend and have a lot of fun because they will have that budget. Other, if you go live in the big city and then you will be stuck in there because you won't have money for anything else. As in
Right.
Limerick, no, you have that chance to travel about in the country.
That's very
Uh,
nice information. Very good information for our travelers to keep in mind.
yeah, absolutely. If you are like me that likes to traveling, I always think about, okay, I need a budget to go out in the weekends and see something
Of
else.
course.
So this is the place for it. And then another really good thing about Ireland is because the government now offers for any student that comes over a right to work while studying. So basically, I have loads of students that they work 20 hours and then we have 15 hours academic and we expected another 5 hours of readings on your own terms. So it's 20 hours study and 20 hours working. So that's 40 hours a
Mhm.
month, a week, sorry, and you will be getting the minimum salary 10 euros and 20 cents an hour. So that's really excited for me. That was a student. I really enjoyed that because I would have at the end of the week 250 for me to do my own things and again traveling, which was
Right.
my favorite thing. So it's something to, put in mind. And then after that as well, you can on your breaks. So we have like 5 months altogether of breaks. So you will have a first break from December to January, and then you will have May to September. So that will give you 5 months where you can work 40 hours. So you double your money, and that's when you can save and you can live very well while you're studying if you want. I know people that only works on their summers holidays, and then they save the money so they can, while they're in school they can leave and they don't have to think about work. So that's
Yes,
an option as
that's
well.
very nice. They don't have to stretch that money out to just make meets end, and they can have a more um,
Yeah, more
yeah, a more
sustainable.
exciting experience, right? O sea, que lo que estamos
Absolutely.
platicando, muchachos que se están conectando, que Irlanda como destino de interés, si eres estudiante y te interesa aprovechar al máximo tu viaje, Irlanda es un gran destino por varios motivos que lo pueden revisar en el canal de YouTube que lo vamos a subir en la tarde o aquí se va a quedar la transmisión en la página de Facebook. Pero resulta que Irlanda es uno de los mejores pagados, que mejor pagan, pues el salario mínimo dentro de la comunidad europea. Y luego, dentro de Irlanda, pues típico que nos buscamos las grandes ciudades, ¿no? La capital o las ciudades grandes que son las más populares. Pero aquí Nina nos ofrece una opción muy sensible y sensata para los estudiantes que ahorran y que juntan dinero para cumplir este objetivo. Pues la ciudad de Limerick tiene la ventaja que el costo de vida es casi la mitad con respecto a Dublín, por ejemplo,
En
pero a
la
la vez
mitad,
estás la
yeah,
mitad, ¿verdad? O
la
sea,
mitad, sí.
del costo de vida. Entonces, y como quiera, sigue siendo una ciudad que queda cerca de Dublín, que pueden tomar el bus y viajar y conocer. Entonces, bueno, para que consideren de qué manera pueden armar su viaje, en qué ciudad vivir, en qué escuela estudiar, qué tipo de programa, cuál te da mejor oportunidad de ahorro, por ejemplo, si te interesa viajar a diferentes destinos, quieres aprovechar tus breaks de invierno o de verano para conocer otras ciudades de otros países, pues consideren la oferta que Limerick, en particular la escuela de TUS, tiene para ustedes.
Sim, sim, claro. And another thing as well is that I can go. I will be going to Mexico next month.
¿Ok?
So if any student wants to actually talk to me, and I can talk about my personal experience, and I'll be very happy. You can organize with Natalie, and I can tell the days that I will be there with Natalie, and I will be very happy to sit down and have a one-to-one with you guys. So yeah.
Thank you, Nina. That's a great offer. Very
Yeah,
much
absolutely.
appreciated.
No, not at all. It's my pleasure. I me personally, I love Mexico, so I want
Thank
any
you so much.
excuse to go over there.
To go and have the experience. Yes, you're more than welcome to come. Si quieren agendar, oigan, Nina va a estar por aquí el próximo mes. Entonces, si quieren tener una cita presencial y platicar a fondo y a detalle de su experiencia, adelante, con mucho gusto nos pueden mandar un inbox, nos contactan y programamos para que tengan un uno a uno con Nina y conozcan los programas de TUS. Una cosa, a valuable thing to mention, Nina, algo de mucho valor, amable audiencia, pues Nina representa a TUS, pero además tiene la experiencia de estudiante extranjera. Ella es de Brasil y pasó primero por el proceso de ser estudiante. Entonces,
Sí.
con toda la confianza les va a poder explicar con lujo de detalle cómo logró este objetivo, cómo estuvo viviendo en el país de Irlanda, las experiencias que ha tenido y supongo all the new things that you have learned in your stay in the country after you finish your program, right?
Sing. Yeah, I will be very, very happy to talk to anyone. And also, just another good fact about Ireland is because we're now are, well, we're the biggest country that speak English within the EU. So that gives you a lot of opportunity because you're learning in English, and this will help you because to find a job in a big company like we have in Ireland, for example, we have like LinkedIn, YouTube, we have Facebook, so Apple, they're all here and they're looking for people that is bilanguage. So by coming here and learning in English and having the advantage to speak Spanish, that puts you one step ahead from the others because you
Right.
have the extra language. So I think this is a very good factor, especially like for me, because I was able to say, hey, I understand Spanish, I speak Portuguese, and I speak English. So it
Right.
was really good for me and exciting when went to find a job that I really wanted. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. So about our university, so as I was saying, we are one of the newest university in the country, so we're very full of exciting things going on around here. It's actually about 30 minutes ago I was actually worried because there was like loads people screaming here. We have a football rugby game, so it's
Okay.
the biggest rugby stadium is actually behind here, and the people was like screaming. I was like, oh my gosh, I have my meeting, how am I going to do that?
No, that's
So
perfect because it's part of the experience, Nina. It's an actual legit experience.
yeah, absolutely. And when you come here, we are investing a lot of like new programs. So you will have an opportunity to have like the first time ever having that program, because we are doing anything to innovating, and we are place as well of diversity. TUS is a place of diversity, and here it's full of students from different countries. We really welcome everyone in here. We invested as well in new programs, new equipments, and of course our lecturers as well, all our tutors, they have us as a second job. So what does that means for you is that you're going to have a lecture that he not only know the academic aspect, but he will know the practical aspect of it. So you are learning absolutely both sides equally, because you can go to a university where they're going to fill you with books, and when you go to the work field, you don't know anything.
Right.
In TUS, we don't want that. So our student needs to learn the practical and the academical all together. So you are going to, that's why we have a rate of 95%, and I'm not, it's actually 95%
Wow.
of our student gets a job afterwards. That's how popular our university is. So this is an advantage for anyone that comes over. And then another exciting thing about our university, we decided to expand in a different places of the country. So basically, like as you can see there on the map, we have 14,000 students at the moment. So those 14,000 students, like for example, if you like arts, you will be going to one campus. If you prefer, like if you're more like engineering, you go to another campus. So really you have that um you know you have that capability to choose, okay, I want that area, I want to focus on that area, I want to be
Right.
more in the green part, like in Athlone, for example. It's a beautiful, very green, so you will be very in contact with nature. And then of course if you're here in Limerick, you will be we are the third biggest city in the country, so you have that choice as well. So we are open to listen to you, see what you want, and then we can say to you, okay, we do
Okay.
have that course there, we send you there, or you
That's
can
very
stay
nice.
here. Yeah, absolutely. So
That's very, very nice. I'm just going to translate real quick. I think this is a plus that not a lot of schools offer, or at least they don't communicate it that well. And I think it's very valuable. para los futuros estudiantes considerar que el nivel de detalle que TUS le pone para que tengas la mejor de las experiencias, de tal suerte que si hay áreas de estudio que te interesen explorar y tienes la oportunidad de salir de la monotonía en el sentido de que puedes tomar materias en diferentes facultades, si están disponibles, y entonces vas a poder tener como mucho como dinamismo, como una experiencia dinámica en conocer diferentes puntos de la ciudad o diferentes facultades, y eso también hace la experiencia más rica y más vasta. En lugar de que sea como automatizado y decir, llegaste, aquí está tu lista de materias, te toca en este edificio, y de ahí no sales de esas 4 paredes en el semestre o en el año, ¿no? Entonces, creo que esto también es algo muy interesante de la universidad para que puedan tener una experiencia lo más completa posible, una experiencia rica culturalmente.
Sí, sí. También es I don't know if I know how to say that in Spanish, so I'm not even going to attempt. It
What
is a
word?
it is a place of diversity and inclusion. You know,
Sí,
so, yeah. So this is really important. We hear our president. He says we don't judge you when you come in, but we judge you when you go out. What he
right.
means with that is that we seen people that with very low confidence. We seen people that came in and they didn't know what they wanted, and then when they finished on their fourth year, they were like heads up and they knew who they were. They knew what they wanted to do, and that's what we wanted. Everyone is included and is a place of everyone is accepted and diversity. So that's something that many universities, you are a number. In here, you count, So that's a
Yes,
difference as well.
very important, very, very important, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. So I said everything about why
Sorry.
to us, but anyway, anyone can talk to me and ask me, you know, any question that you want, and I'll be very happy to meet you as well in person if you want.
Thank you,
So
Nina.
in here, there's just like I just put the departments there. Of course, if you are interested to talk to us, I will go through each department with you, every single course, and I will help you, guiding you what would be best for you as well. So, if you are not so sure what you want to do, okay, it's okay. I've been there, we all been there, and it's really important for you to ask yourself, do I really fill in with that department? Do I
Right,
feel that I'm very artistic, or do I think I am more mathematical? So it's really important that you ask yourself all of that. So looking at the departments, it's important because you can see each subject, and then on the subject there is what is the courses that I'm going to have if I go to this specific program.
right.
And many students have changed their mind because I really go and I show them, year one you're gonna do this and this and that, and they're like, oh, there is accounting to that, no way, I'm not doing this, let's look at something
I'm
else.
not dealing with numbers, but eventually they'll
Exactly.
have, yes,
Yeah, so it's really important that you talk to someone that will go through with you and tell you, okay, if you really want that course, those are the subjects. So it really guide you what you're going to have ahead, and you will have a notion, okay, I will start this is what I'm going to study. So it's really important to talk to someone like me, just so we can guide you a little bit.
of course.
And of course you can look at that at your own time as well. Natalia will have the slide and she can send it to you. Also, we will have our brochure that Natalia will have as well, and you guys can have a look, and if you have any question, I'm sure that we can talk as well.
Of course, claro que sí. Chicos, esto obviamente es por encimita, por decirlo de alguna manera, se pueden dar por ahí cuenta de la lista amplia de facultades y de áreas que en TUS ofrecen. Si quieren explorarlo en mayor detalle, ya saben que es, pues solo tienen que enviar un inbox, les compartimos el brochure para que con calma revisen las opciones, los detalles y si gustan más información, pueden agendar una cita sin compromiso con cualquiera de nuestros asesores
Sí.
para que platiquen y planifiquen a detalle su estrategia educativa.
Sí. Gracias. It's funny the way that I understand a little bit.
Yes, well, they're actually similar, right? A little bit, Portuguese and Spanish.
Yeah, they're quite
A,
similar.
a little, yeah.
Yeah. So now comes the question. Oh, Nina, I wanted to apply for it. I have no idea what I need to do. Is it really difficult? So, well, your answer is no, it's not really difficult. We do everything to help you, and that's where I am here for, and Natalia is there as well. We are here to support you. So basically, we have a few process that I can go through with you. Okay, so the first thing is there is a form that each can take about 10 minutes for you to complete that form, which is really straightforward. It's about your name, what course you want to do, and the emergency contact, your birthday, and then your signature. So it's really, really straightforward. That's the first document. Then after that, depends on what you want to do. So if you want to do a master's or an undergrad, so let's start from an undergrad. What we're going to do is we're going to need your high school information, so that's where where it comes. You did maths, you did Spanish, so you see each grades, and then in the end of it, every single school gives your final number of grades, the overall numbers. So once we have that, what we ask as well from the student is, unfortunately, because we don't have English as our first language, we need to do a very it's a very straightforward test. I did that when I was applying to become a student here. So you can do we don't have, I actually forgot to put on the slides, but you can also do Duolingo. So there is
Perfecto.
IELTS. Yeah, so like you can do online Duolingo. I have a lot of students that they applied, and then after 2 weeks they have it everything done and they send over. So it's really straightforward. It's not very expensive. And the student told me that took her about an hour and a half to do everything. So that's doable, right? So if you wanted to come to Ireland, which is an English speaker country, so you need to be prepared a little bit, because the lectures may speak like me, and with a very strong accent. So you need to be prepared, because when I came to Ireland, I remember the lecturers were talking, and some of them would have very strong accent, and I would pay a lot of attention in their mouth, and funny enough, I started to understand.
Right.
Yeah, so like we need to prepare, we need to pay more attention than others. That's the trick,
That's a fact.
right?
Yes, that's for
Yeah, it's a
sure.
fact. If you're going to a different country with different language, you need to do that. So once you do the English proficiency, so the minimum for you to start with us would be 5.5.
Okay.
Okay, and Duolingo is 120.
Okay.
So once you have that, you have your high school historical grade, and then the diploma that says that you finish your high school, with the form that I said from the beginning that takes about
Right.
10 minutes. You send it to Natalia, and then Natalia will check, and then if there is anything that maybe you forgot, Natalia will always send you an email and say, hi, do you mind just filling this? And
Right.
then she's she sent over to me. I don't know if Natalia wants to put something else there? Did I forget anything there,
I
Natalia?
think it's very
Straightforward.
straightforward, right? I'm starting to mix, I want to say something in English, but then the Spanish wants to come out first.
Yeah, it
Brevemente
happens.
it happens all the time. Brevemente para los que están viendo, pues aquí en esta filmina pueden revisar la información general de la papelería que necesitan para su inscripción en la escuela. Por ahí no viene el puntaje de Duolingo, pero es 120 para que lo tomen en cuenta y consideren que de pronto el Duolingo no es aceptado en todas las escuelas. Bueno, TUS sí lo acepta. Y el resto de la papelería creo que es en términos generales, pues su comprobado certificado de prepa, su Cardex, donde indica que terminaron todas las materias exitosamente, que venga el promedio global con el que se recibieron de la prepa, se graduaron de la prepa. Y en fin, bueno, otro tipo de papelería que puede variar de país a país, pero esto es en general para el estudiante mexicano, pues envían un inbox, los ponemos en contacto con un asesor y revisan paso a paso que su papelería esté completa.
See, and another thing, so the minimum we would take is 3.0. Creo que en México sería 7.5 de
¿Ok?
1 a 10.
A 10, escala 10. Ajá.
Sí. So it's it's doable. You can do it. I know
Very
you
doable.
can. And then like if you are wanted to do a master, it's a very similar process. So the only thing is that your English proficiency needs to be 6.0
Ok.
other than 5.5. And again, your GPA needs to be a certain level as well, the minimum 3.0. Now, and we have a few becas that I can help you.
Very nice. Es una de las sorpresas de este año, muchachos. Hay becas, oportunidades
Sí,
becas.
todos les gustan las becas. Yo también, ¿ah?
Sí, claro.
See, so we at the moment we are offering a presidential scholarship of 2,000
Nice.
euros straight away. What would be that in pesos? That would be a good money. I was in Mexico
Sí,
November.
bastante. Una beca por hasta 2,000 euros, muchachos, en la inscripción de su programa. Nada despreciable, tómenlo bastante en
Eh,
cuenta.
yeah, mucho, mucho. And also, if your grades would be, above 8.5 in the Mexico grades,
System, yes?
yeah, we also give you another beca
Wow.
of 1,000 euros.
Ahí
So
lo
you will have
tienen.
3,000 euros on top of everything. So it's really,
Wow.
really good.
Si ustedes juntaron un promedio, esto es para estudios de posgrado o máster. Si ustedes se graduaron con un promedio de 8.5 o más, pueden recibir una beca extra de 1,000 euros. Entonces, en total,
3,000 euros.
3,000 euros de beca.
Sí, and that is the same for a master or undergrad.
Perfecto,
Yeah.
los 2,000 euros de beca, sea para un programa undergrad o para un posgrado, para una máster, vale como quiera esta oferta de 2,000 euros. Entonces, pues, aprovechen, inscríbanse,
Sí.
mándenos un inbox.
Sí,
Very
escriba.
nice, Nina.
And I will be very happy to get your application, and especially
course.
because we have 14,000 students, so the places can be very limited. And I wanted to make sure that my students get their place
Of
first.
course.
So like, as soon as you apply, that means you will have your place, because I will do whatever it takes. We have here 6 other girls from an international department, and we're all like, no, I'm getting that place for my
Of
student. I'm
course.
like, no, for my student. So, so there is like everyone really enjoy to have like other student from international background, but me in a specific, because I've been there and I'm like, I want everyone to succeed. I
That's very
want
nice.
everyone to be where I am today. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Nina. I think that's a very nice gesture. Pues aprovechen que si entran en contacto con Nina, va a ser hasta lo imposible por separarles una plaza. Justo acaba de comentar que hay pocas plazas disponibles al año, más o menos se llenan rápido. Entonces, además de la beca, pues no le piensen mucho, junten la papelería, mándenos un inbox, los registramos y separen su lugar para que viajen este año.
See? Now I say we're going to the next slide that will talk a little bit more about what
Visa.
it is to offer. So as I was saying from the beginning, in Ireland, you are entitled to work while you study. So this is really exciting because I know in Mexico, many people wants to go to America. But what I'm saying to you is that in America, it's so expensive. If you come over here, okay, you are not going to get a very good price, but you also going to be able to work while you study. So you're getting the two experience at the same time. And this is something that other countries may not allow you to do. And Ireland is saying, we wanted you here. You know, the Irish government, as I said to you, Ireland is a place of diversity and inclusion. So the government wants you here. So because of that, we offer for a student that is just did an undergrad, they are entitled, when they have finished their course, to stay in the country for 1 year, getting the work experience. So you stay legally working full time, and you will be able to work in your area for 1 year. If you are doing a master, you are entitled to stay for 2 years. So in the end, you get 2 years to stay legally working in the country. And again, not many places offer that. I can
Right.
guarantee that. And you know, Ireland is a place that really, it's a very nice place to work. And especially since the Brexit, you know, there's a lot of big companies that moved in Ireland. So there is an opportunity for you, bilingual, to come over here and get your job afterwards. So again, as I was saying, we have the becas. I'm not going to go down there because we already said. And then we have like the prices. Now, those prices, I know that when I spoke with Natalia last year, um I said to her that I was going to keep the those prices because you know we work very well together for so many years together, and I wanted to keep that relationship. So only if you come from Natalia's agents, the Enjoy language, you will get those prices, because if you don't, the price has now moved. So the price for a diploma now have moved for 12,500. And
Okay.
so there is a big jump now since we became a university. However, as I said to Natalia, if a student come from her agency, they can get the price that is there on the screen for you. So, and then like a master's, our master has moved for 14,500. So you see, if you're coming now, you get for that price that is there on the screen, and that 12,250.
50.
So I mean, it's really, really good value. You're not gonna find a university that is with this price. And the only reason is still with this price, first of all, we have a very great relationship with Enjoy Language and we wanted to continue. And also because the prices has changed since the beginning of this year, and we wanted to keep our promises to our agents until you know on June this year. So there you go, you're getting a very, very good price on top of the discounts, you
On
know,
top
so
of
it's
the
really
scholarship, this is the best news. I think this is the best information for a Thursday morning. Personas que se están conectando o que vayan a ver este video más adelante porque se va a quedar grabado, los precios que están viendo en pantalla, ojo, son precios exclusivos que la universidad ha accedido a mantener para con nosotros en G-Languages, porque tenemos una relación de muchos años, pero además para celebrar nuestro 20º aniversario como
sí.
agencia.
Sí.
El costo real va aumentando cada año, el de los programas. Si estos precios que están desde el año pasado nos los han congelado, por decirlo de alguna manera, solo para la agencia Enjoy Languages. Entonces, además de las becas, además después vamos a platicar que ya saben que siempre hay oportunidades de financiamiento. Todas las opciones que les podemos poner o acercar para que realicen su sueño de objetivo académico, tomen en cuenta que estos costos son única y exclusivamente para la agencia Enjoy Languages. Si los busca por fuera, va a tener un costo que eventualmente como quiera van a subir a partir de verano. Cada año los programas aumentan el costo, pero solo por esta pequeña temporada de arranque de año los
Sí.
vamos a mantener fijos. Solo por esta primera mitad del año. Entonces aprovechen y separen su curso ya. Mande un mensaje, separe cita.
Sí. De la celebración de Enjoy Language.
Yes, ma'am.
20 años, yay.
20 años, 20 years. We're so very excited, Nina. I already moved to the other slide. I don't know if there's anything else that we have to add.
No. The now is just my email if anyone
Your
wants to get
contact
in
info.
contact. But as well, like I would always say it's best that you talk with Natalia, and then we can have a meeting. And as well, I will be going to Mexico next month.
Perfect. On February, we'll be happy
Yay,
to have you here.
February. Yes. So if you guys wanted to meet with me in person, I will be very happy to meet each one of you and talk to you about everything that we have to offer. And we can do an application together as well with that price, which is an amazing price. I would recommend anyone to look online if you're going to see any university that is giving the same price. I don't think you will find, and we're going to give that to you. And that is if you apply with Enjoy Language as soon as possible.
Thank you, Nina. That's very kind of you. We appreciate your time and all the excellent information you've been sharing with us. We are very excited and hopefully we'll be sending you very soon the next students for
Oh, I'll
your
be very
school.
happy.
We
And
will
look,
too.
thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate, and as
Anytime.
the same, you were a pleasure to deal with.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you next month, and whenever you want, this is your. I was gonna say this is your software, but no, this is your platform. Whenever you want to share information, you're more than welcome.
Perfect. Yes. And I'm going to send you, Natalia, some of our new brochures with the new programs. We just have a new exciting programs that came up. So
Perfect.
you can share with the student that is interested. And thank you again for everyone that came over. Muito gusto.
Muchas gracias, Nina. Que tengas buena tarde.
Gracias a
Have a great
ustedes.
afternoon. Talk to you soon.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. O ya lo tuvieron ahí, estuvimos con TUS, una opción, una universidad de educación superior en Irlanda. Manden un inbox y les compartimos el brochure, hay programas nuevos, pero por lo pronto les recuerdo que en un par de horas más, a mediodía más o menos, vamos a estar platicando con otra opción de escuela, esta vez en Canadá, programas de idioma y de Pathway con Sprott Show. A mediodía, conéctense al rato, los espero. Gracias por pasar.